What it do? Welcome to the J-Boy Sports Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you don't love the content, you could still do those things because you could always help a brother out. I would definitely help you out. Make sure that you comment because I love to have conversations in the comment section. I love to talk to people about all of the topics that we're discussing here on the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our wonderful videos. And last but not least, hang on at the end of this video because we have some other suggested videos that we know you will love. Let's get into this today. So we did a part 1 already on this, that LeBron James needed a babysitter. And it's from the standpoint of what most people took it as. Very easily and clear to understand that basically LeBron James had a babysitter in Jason Kidd because they didn't feel like he was acting right. And they felt like they needed somebody to kind of, take him under their wing and make sure that he was behaving properly, treating people well, and not being basically the diva that we all know him to be, right? Because this is an accumulation of stars when you're on the Olympic team, not just one or two guys or just you all the time being the loudest person in the room. That stuff isn't going to fly when you got a bunch of stars. And it dang sure wasn't going to fly for Kobe Bryant. And they dang sure knew that you wasn't going to ask Kobe Bryant to be his babysitter. But guess what? This is the part that nobody else is talking about. Kobe Bryant was his babysitter. And what do I mean by that? Kobe Bryant was one of the only people on the planet at that time that was strong enough, that was still playing, and he might have been the only person that was strong enough that was still playing to make sure that LeBron James stayed in check. One of the only people that LeBron would actually have to listen to in a situation on the basketball court or off of it because he garnered that much respect. LeBron basically thought his stuff didn't stink. He thought he was Rick James.
Like an orange, his aura or whatever, I seen it. He's orange. I'm Rick James.
And so, like I said, only person that really could help put him in his place outside of Jason Kidd walking around and holding his hand everywhere he went was Kobe Bryant. Why is that? Well, because this is 2008, right? In 2008, Kobe Bryant was the best player in the world, and he had been the best player in the world for a long time. Don't listen to what people tell you. LeBron James even said himself in various interviews that Kobe Bryant was the best player in the world and that he was trying to surpass him. He knew this, all right? Everybody knew this. How further do you know this? If you watch the Redeem documentary on Netflix, the one nobody talks about because it paints Kobe Bryant in too high of a light, and they don't like that because painting Kobe Bryant in a high light means you got to tell the truth about everybody else, but most specifically about LeBron James and how he was not Kobe Bryant and never was Kobe Bryant. But essentially, Kobe Bryant started doing crazy stuff like biking at 4 o'clock in the morning and then still going to workouts and getting to practice early and already being sweaty. Like, he was on another level, man, to the point where everybody started following him. Everybody wanted to be like him. And also, excuse me if you hear my son in the background. I'm watching him, but it doesn't matter. I got to make sure this video goes out. And he's young, so, he's talking about his Hot Wheels. So don't mind him. But, Kobe Bryant at that time was the standard. They all followed him to the locker room. They wanted to be like Kobe Bryant. They wanted to do the things he was doing. They wanted a piece of that championship aura that Kobe Bryant exuded. All of them did. And even LeBron James did. They won't tell you that, and he'll never say that out loud, but behind closed doors, that's what he wanted to do. But, he's got to keep up the ego. He's got to be la narcissist. He's got to be la do it my way, la diva. He's got to do all those things. So he and his crew decided at some point that we had to take a dump on Kobe Bryant. Because if we remove Kobe, then we can get closer to Mike. But realistically, this really shouldn't even be about Kobe. It should be Kobe's just one of the people in front of him. What about Tim Duncan? What about Magic? What about Kareem? But that's another story for another video. But essentially, Kobe Bryant was also his babysitter because Kobe Bryant helped keep him in check. Kobe Bryant didn't play games. He wasn't here for the fun. There was some fun. I'm sure there was some fun. But even in that Redeem documentary, Jason Kidd said, I was the middle between the two. I was the veteran, the seasoned veteran that brought both worlds together. Kobe was the stern, staunch guy that was very serious, that made people take working seriously. He showed a lot of those young guys how to put the work in, how to be there early, how to leave late, how to take advantage of the details, how to really know the game, right? Kobe studied the overseas game, more so probably than even somebody like Michael Jordan. And that's no disrespect to Mike, but Kobe was insane. And Kobe played overseas early in his life. So he had a different level of respect for those guys. He knew the talent that they possessed. He knew what he had to bring to make sure that he put them in the grave. And one of the people he put in the grave was his own friend. And I don't mean that literally, obviously. I mean that figuratively. He ran right through Pau Gasol's chest. And all of them were like, dang, I can't believe he just did that. That was Kobe Bryant. So do you think LeBron James had time to be acting funny when Kobe Bryant was going for gold with him and his teammates? You think he had time for that? No. So Kobe Bryant was a second babysitter to him in all likelihood. I guarantee it. And this is me looking at the story inside the story. And I wasn't there, so I can't necessarily say it with my whole chest out. But I'm going to stick part of my chest out and say that Kobe Bryant was a second babysitter. He was the only person that could truly, truly, truly keep LeBron James in line. Anybody else, he could get away with some of those antics. And not because other players weren't good, but you think about the teams he played for the Olympics before Kobe Bryant. Who was on those teams? First of all, a lot of other young guys. Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony, Wade, all those guys with LeBron. But then you had players like Allen Iverson, Stephon Marbury, maybe Vince Carter was on one of those teams. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely know that Tim Duncan, Allen Iverson, and Stephon Marbury were on one of his teams. But look at these guys and who they are. Allen Iverson, great player, one of the best we've ever seen. But is he a leader? I don't think so. I don't think Allen Iverson is the type of guy that comes in and leads by example all the way around. He complained about practice before, which is still one of the best rants of all time. And I felt him. I get it. I understood what he was saying because he gave everything he could in the game. But that might have been the slight difference between Kobe and Allen Iverson. And even AI will mention that. AI was talking about I was going to the club. Kobe was going to the gym. AI might have been more naturally talented, but Kobe put the work in all the time, 24/7. So Kobe Bryant looked like it, and he talked like it, and he wanted to be a leader. He was going to tell you what you needed to know. He was going to get in your face and cuss you out if need be. If you didn't want to work, you weren't going to like him. Not at all. You understand? He was going to take things personal. He was going to challenge you. Remember he elbowed Sasha Vujacic in Lakers practice trying to prepare him for the Celtics? Right? He elbowed Sasha, ran through Pau's chest. Does this look like a guy that's playing with you? No. And LeBron knew that too. And what was LeBron going to do? Go against Kobe? Can't do that. You can't go against Kobe because everybody knows Kobe Bryant's work ethic. They know he doesn't play, and they know that he gets results because he was already a multi-time champion who came up big when it mattered most. They knew he was the best player in the league. So if he's putting in the work and he's playing as hard as he possibly can and he's coming to work hard every day, not taking any excuses, putting B to B, belt to butt cheeks, then what are you going to do, LeBron James? Oh, you got to step it up. Even if that's not who you are internally, you got to fake it because you got to live up to being as good as Kobe Bryant. And in some people's minds, you got to be better than Kobe Bryant. Now, we know you couldn't do that, but you had to act like you could. So I'm sure you were on your best behavior because your babysitter was just doing what he does on a normal day. But you had to switch it up. You had to change. You had to take something from the Mamba Academy, even if it wasn't started yet. And that just is what it is. So for anybody that doesn't see that, I advise you to open your mind a little bit. Because yes, it comes out in the article and it straight up says, the article we read in the last video, Jason Kidd was the babysitter. And I agree with that. I believe he was the official babysitter. But the unofficial babysitter that kept everybody in line, including, and most specifically to this video, one LeBron Ramon James, in line was a one Kobe Bean Bryant. So at the end of the day, I even think Mike Krzyzewski knew that as well. He knew that if I bring in Kobe, there's not going to be no playing around out here. It's not going to be no kumbayas, no hand holding, no hugs and kisses, no warm, fuzzy stories. There's going to be B2B. All across the board, there's going to be belt to butt cheeks all night long. Pause, no Diddy, no Cassie, no Bad Boy, no Baby Oil. He knew that signing Kobe up meant a change in culture. And he was the ultimate mentor and babysitter for the entire team, not just LeBron. LeBron specifically to this video, but the entire team knew what time it was. And if you weren't ready to win, then you know Kobe Bryant didn't have no use for you. You were useless to him. And he would have told you that too. I guarantee you he would have told you that. So at the end of the day, LeBron needed 2 babysitters. Everybody else only got 1. He should consider himself special. Even though he thought he was Rick James.
Like an orange, his aura or whatever, I seen it. He was orange. I'm Rick James.
Thus concludes the story of LeBron James and his babysitters. I really appreciate you for listening this long. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the comment section. Let's have some conversations. Do you think I'm off? Do you think I'm on? Kobe Bryant being an unofficial babysitter? That's crazy. Or is it? Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our very fun and fantastical videos. Also, you want to hang on a little bit after this video because towards the end we will suggest some very interesting videos to you that we know you will love. Appreciate the time very much. I really thank you for listening this long. And hold on one second, just one more time for the Rick James on the way out.
Like an orange, his aura or whatever, I seen it. He was orange. I'm Rick James.
I'm very humble. Much love.
That somehow you never get over me.